Everyone, please be seated. Hello, ASIJ board members, faculty, staff, alumni, parents, families, friends, and most importantly, my fellow seniors. It is my honor to welcome you all to the graduation ceremony for the class of 2019. It's a beautiful, sunny, cloudy day out here in Mustang Valley, so please make sure to stay hydrated. At this time, I'd like to introduce the people here on stage with me today. Mrs. Carrie Bennett, our Associate High School Principal. Dr. John Herzenberg, our High School Principal. Dr. Jim Harden, our Head of School. Mr. Bob Nodden, the ASIJ Board Chair. And last but not least, Dean Hane, who will be speaking on behalf of our graduating class today. Later, we will also be hearing from high school English teacher Mr. Scott Hertrick, who was elected by our class as a faculty speaker. Dean Bean, the squealing machine. There is not a single person I know who gets as excited about coming to school every day than Dean, always bright-eyed and bushy-tailed. And not a day goes by without me hearing him holler his catchphrase, "It's a good day to be a Mustang." His persistent optimism, tireless dedication, and constant enthusiasm has made him an outstanding captain on the field, leader for Fight On, MC for class comms, and player in Fortnite. I will always be proud to call you one of my best friends. Ladies and gentlemen, Dean Hane.
Hello. Good afternoon, faculty, friends, family members, fellow graduating class, and Chris Ruma. My name is Dean Hane, and I would like to welcome you to the graduation ceremony for the class of 2019. Today marks a historic day in our lives where we take a leap into the future that holds so much in store for us, the class of 2019. Through all the APs, exams, ACT, SATs, PowerPoint quizzes, and bulletin boards, yes, the bulletin boards, that we've stressed over, they've all led you to this moment right here, graduation day. This day holds so much praise, it seems impossible to live up to. Yet time and time again, it fails to upset. The tears of joy, because of how much success you've had over the however many years you've attended ASIJ, to the tears of sadness, because you have to leave the amazing people and atmosphere that ASIJ holds. Cherish all of it, because it's unlikely you'll have a moment like this again, even though I don't believe any more crying can be done after how many tears were shed yesterday. Excuse me for the abundance of quotes I may use throughout this speech, but I want to start with a fairly important one made by a true genius of our century, who is currently blowing up in the news because of some sparks, Drake. He once said, "Where are you moving?" I said, "On to better things." And this is what all of us are doing here today, moving on to the better things in life. ASIJ holds a special place in all of our hearts, whether that's through class comps, senior lunches, sports, theater, robotics, or hearing the kiosk ladies tell us to keep moving please as we're buying our overpriced snacks. All these memories will stay with you wherever you go. Graduating from ASIJ means that you'll be left with a community of alumni and adults who can help you achieve what you've always wanted to. That being said, another quote by one of our very own faculty members who's always inspired us to achieve the things we thought we couldn't, Mr. Johnson. He once said in our AP Euro class, and I wish I had Smalls up here to do this in his awesome imitation of him, but he said, "Have you ever had a dream or goal that you thought wasn't possible? Well, it's not, so don't try to achieve it." Thank you for the inspiration, Mr. Johnson. But in all seriousness, goals are made to keep us moving along the ever so quickly changing world that we live in today. As I look into this crowd, consisting of the most beautiful people ASIJ has ever had, all I can see is greatness. Our generation has taught us that unless you're finishing first, you're not good enough. Which, sure, that may be true to some extent. But we have to remember that the podium isn't everything, and that the real value is in how you get there, the people we meet along the way, and the growth of ourselves. To the parents, the backbone to our success. You guys have inspired us to become the people we are today, supplying us with the best education, houses, food, and luxurious lives that we live every day. We may beg you for money to attend non-coordinated high school events, but you know, it's only to make us better people in the end. There are no words in the world to describe the gratitude and love that we have for your everyday support. Thank you, and we love you. As Kevin Durant said to his mother after winning the MVP trophy in the 2014 finals, you guys are the real MVPs. To the amazing faculty and staff who have taught us everything from BC calculus to how to get away with watching basketball games in class, we are thankful for all of it. You support us by taking your own time to make sure we are successful in all activities we do, which is why we all have great grades. Bless up. But jokes aside, the teacher-student relationship that ASIJ allows you to have keeps classes and extracurricular activities fun and engaging. The fact that when you walk into every class, you can be greeted with your name is something you won't get in college. So I hope you cherish that. I personally was never the brightest kid in class, but neither was Ellen DeGeneres, and look at where she is now. So be kind to one another. But seriously, teachers, we can't thank you enough for your amazing work. Thank you for everything, and especially for making me the beast I am today. And lastly, to the seniors, the big dogs, the top of the food chain, the hugs, kings, and queens. We've done it. 533 senior year AP exams, 52 sports championships from Far East to Kanto tournaments, 29 participants in the musical, 25 honor band seats, 4 MUN members, 10 iGEM participants, 12 robotics kids, and honestly, I could go on for hours about our achievements and accomplishments over the past 4 years. But in the interest of time, I'll leave it to just one last number. 158 graduating students. We've done it. It may not feel that way right now, but I'm sure in a few days when you're at home thinking back to all your memories, you'll realize that this is the end of a journey that you've been in either only for senior year or since the ELC. The bonds you've made at this school are ones that will stay with you forever. You are currently with the people that will be right by your side through all the ups and downs of your lives. Over the next few weeks, your friends and you will slowly start to go off on their own journeys or your own journeys, and it won't be a while until we're all back together again. So just make sure to enjoy every last moment of it. Don't forget to tell your friends how much they mean to you and how much you appreciate them, because they might have forgotten. So, seniors, as you throw your beautiful hats into the air and let ASIJ go, don't ever forget what this place has done for you. And on that note, one final comment I just wanted to say. It's a good day to be a Mustang. Thank you.
Now I would like to introduce our faculty speaker, Mr. Scott Hertrick. Although I've never had the honor of studying under Mr. Hertrick, I have only ever heard amazing things about him from his students. Eloquent, inspiring, personable, and well-spoken are among many of the adjectives used to describe him. And when asked what set him apart from other teachers, notable responses were that he is the kind of person you want to be when you grow up, the epitome of woke, arguably one of the smartest teachers at ASIJ, and an absolute baller in basketball club. Please give Mr. Hertrick a warm welcome to the podium.
I just need to send a quick email, sorry. Class of 2019, I regret to inform you that I am not prepared with my speech at this time. I need an extension. I could have a bunch of directed comments after that, but I think it's shady enough. Good afternoon. It is an honor to have been asked to speak to you today, to help to celebrate the class of 2019. Thank yous are in order. First, thank you, Mrs. Bennett, Dr. Herzenberg, and Dr. Harden, as well as the Board of Trustees. The way that you guide the school shapes these futures. Thank you also to my fellow faculty. I'm not sure if she made it today because of my son, but anyway, thank you to my wife, Olivia. I would not be who I am without you. And thank you also to my son, Beckett. I've already learned more from you than I can ever hope to teach you. And if he is here, you could start crying right now, and that would probably get me out of this speech, but no? Okay. Maybe that'll work at bedtime. Thank you, parents, for trusting us with your children. At its best, education is a partnership, a shared commitment to the growth and development of young people, accomplished by a community devoted to helping them to become themselves. Class of 2019, you would not be here without your families. I want you to get up, turn around, and say thank you. Okay, you can sit back down. That's it. Because I think gratitude is perhaps the most underrated virtue. We are quick to praise courage, or wisdom, or intelligence, or perhaps most troubling, ambition. We want you to get places, sometimes neglecting the importance of how we get there. But gratitude is subtler, quieter, and less flashy, which ultimately makes cultivating it and celebrating it so much more critical. You have been given so much, lifted up and challenged and supported by so many people. Do your best to be conscious of those gifts and grateful for them. I'm thankful to be here today in this air-conditioned Civic Center auditorium. Oh, sorry, that's an earlier draft. But to the seniors, thank you. To the seniors, thank you for the chance to be here with you today to talk. I'm deeply moved by the fact that you want to listen to what I have to say. I'm thankful that I've had the chance to come to know many of you to different degrees. I've worked with some of you as 10th graders, some of you in Truth, some of you in Chaos and Order, and some of you in AP Lang. I've come to know others through clubs or activities or around campus. So I've had the chance to learn and work with some of you, and I am grateful for that opportunity. Again, I'm moved by the fact that you've asked me to speak today. There is a flip side to all of this, of course. There are those of you that do not really know me, who probably didn't vote for me, and yet here I am talking to you. Even less fortunate are those of you that do know me, voted for someone else, and got outvoted. You've already had to listen to me, and here you are again, stuck. So what is this speech meant to do or be? I'm not you. At best, I know only small pieces and fragments of the complexity that makes up each of your distinct selves. So I cannot tell you what you should be, or how you should live, or why this moment in time should matter to you, or how to hold on to it or experience it as you should, or could, or might. My own high school graduation was 15 years ago to the day, and I don't have life figured out. So what can I bring to the table or share that might have some meaning or significance for you? To paraphrase one of my heroes, and this will matter later, this is quote number 1. Perhaps this speech will be understood only by someone who has himself or herself already had the thoughts that are expressed in it, or at least similar thoughts. So, why me? If I cannot know the truth of who you are, and yet my task today is to celebrate your achievements and to give advice to you for your future, how should I proceed? I can only be myself. I've already started talking about virtue and philosophy, and you should brace yourselves for etymologies, definitions, poetry, more philosophy references, and more questions, but also a game. Games matter to me because they provide us the chance to be playful and serious at the same time. So here are the rules. The previous quote was quote number 1. There will be 2 more. I won't mention the source for these quotes, and that's the game. If you can name the source of all 3 quotes afterwards, I have gold stars to celebrate. Because today is about celebration. You are graduating. Finally, after all your hard work and planning, the countless sleepless nights, you will have the chance to deploy the silly intro move that you have been crafting for the better part of the last few years as you cross the stage to receive your piece of paper. The paper, of course, is a gold star, a tangible expression of your efforts, your work, and your achievement. The little tassel on your hat moves from one side to the other, and suddenly you are changed, graduated. Graduate comes from the medieval Latin word graduare, to take a degree. In a few minutes, you will take your degree, hopefully not by force, and some of you may be tempted to run for the exits. High school is over. You have finished. All of the tasks and challenges demanded of you, the papers and problem sets and quizzes and exams, the lectures and notes and group work and presentations. Over. You have come to an end. The gold star is within your grasp. So certainly allow yourselves the time to celebrate the completion of this massive undertaking, to be pleased with reaching the end. You are here on this somewhat sunny field, surrounded by people who know you and love you and are proud of you. So be grateful for this moment. Be happy to have come to this end. Here comes the hammer, quote number 2. What is great in man is that he is a bridge, not an end. You are done with this, but you are not done. Neither are the etymologies, because graduare comes from the Latin gradus, which means degree or step. It is this sense of graduated that we apply to cylinders. They are notched and marked with different measures, notations of capacity. Another definition of graduate is to change gradually or step by step. This moment is a significant mark of progress, a milestone, which is another word that refers to both literal measurement and metaphorical achievement, and it is cause for celebration. But it is one of many. You will hopefully graduate again, at least once, perhaps more. You will mark other significant moments. This step matters, but so will all the others that you take in your life. At the same time, there is a troubling linearity to the idea of a milestone and the metaphors we use to describe achievement and progress. This sense of finality or an implied destination, an endgame, no spoilers, but how cool was it when Aquaman killed Daenerys? The damaging aspect of this metaphor is that there is a specific somewhere that you are meant to go, a universal finish line that everyone is racing toward. So we feel pressured to be that specific thing that is expected of us. We make our interpretation of what we think the world demands from us our own goal and try our best to convince ourselves that it is what we want. There is a sense of destiny, an inevitability, and a transactional promise. I'm not suggesting that you ignore what is expected of you or do only what makes you happy now, in this moment. If you don't extend your view into the future, you might miss out on something important. In contrast, if you spend the whole of your days fixated on what you hope will happen later, you aren't really living your life. Our lives are full of double binds and catch-22s, but this one is perhaps the most pervasive and difficult to navigate. I warned you that there would be a poem, and the choice is, of course, yours, whether you choose to be here, now, attending to these words, or to project your consciousness into some imagined moment in the future. So quote number 3. Had I the heavens embroidered cloths, enwrought with golden and silver light, the blue and dim and dark cloths of night and light and the half-light, I would spread the cloths under your feet. But I, being poor, have only my dreams. I have spread my dreams beneath your feet. Tread softly, because you tread on my dreams. It is my hope that your dreams are woven of complex fabric, with many threads and strands, that some of them fray or wear away over time and are replaced with something new. Your dreams are your own, or can be, or should be. But if you let others tread on your dreams, there is a prescriptive and completion-focused sense of graduate that is problematic, and I think that the problem is tied up in gold stars. These are nice, of course, and shiny, and they make your effort and achievement tangible in a meaningful way. I'm not saying that you should avoid the various gold stars that will be presented as potential rewards in your life. I'm saying that you should think carefully about why you want them and how you pursue them. They are just things, and the significance of them is in what they represent. If you come up to me later today and tell me the answers and win the game, I will give you a gold star. I only have 20, so it's a bit of a race, I guess. But would you be telling me this because you want the shiny adhesive sticker? Would you be telling me to prove to me that you were listening, or because you were somehow angling for some new form of post-acceptance additional college reference letter that you want me to write for you? I'd be as happy for you to come to me curious to know what the answers are as you having the answers to share with me. For me, the point of this game, and all games really, is to be interested in how you can grow and improve, how you can cross the bridge of yourself, how you can graduate, moving slowly, step by step. Another name for this ceremony is commencement, which, and this is the last definition or etymology, means a beginning, act, or fact of coming into existence. Today is about this new self that is coming into existence as a result of the steps that you've taken, the beginning of this new part of you, your new life. You have infinite pathways and possibilities ahead of you. You can pick your own gold stars. So, commence. I wish you all the best. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Hertrick. Now we will hear from the high school combined choral ensemble. Thank you for that wonderful performance. Now, please give a warm welcome to Dr. Hardin, head of school.
Good afternoon, and welcome once again. Thank you, parents, families, and friends for joining us to celebrate the accomplishments of our soon-to-be graduates, and to wish them well as they become ASIJ's newest alumni. Thank you, Mr. Bob Nodden, Chair of ASIJ's Board of Directors, for joining us today, and to the many other trustees and directors who are also in attendance. Thank you, faculty, for all you have done to prepare these students for this moment. Most importantly, congratulations to the class of 2019. Today marks a special moment in your lives. It will eventually be surpassed by other more important events, milestones, and achievements. But for now, enjoy this moment. You are surrounded by friends, and after today, you will never be together again in this same number. You are also joined by parents and other family members, as well as by your teachers, coaches, and counselors. In short, by people who love you, who care about you, and who are proud of what you have accomplished. I appreciate that today you're mostly excited about your long-awaited and much-anticipated freedom. I hope in the future you will look back fondly at your experiences at ASIJ. You have studied with remarkable peers, with remarkable teachers, in a remarkable school. Perspective matters. One of the first hard lessons you will learn in life is that the world doesn't owe you anything. What you make of your life from this day forward will be a matter of your own effort, determination, and grit. What you will understand in the years to come is that the world is full of people who do their duty half-heartedly, grudgingly, and poorly. Don't be like them. Whatever is your duty, do it as fully and unapologetically as you possibly can. And when you have finished your work, spare some time and talent in service to those who are less fortunate to you and to your communities, not in anticipation of rewards or accolades, but because it is the right thing to do. Congratulations, class of 2019. Thank you for all you have contributed to making ASIJ a better place. I wish you great happiness and success in your lives. Good luck and Godspeed.
Next, please welcome Dr. Herzenberg, high school principal.
Good afternoon, family, friends, faculty, and class of 2019. What an honor I have today to share this amazing moment to celebrate your accomplishments and contributions to this community. I am truly humbled to be your principal. I want to take a moment to thank you all for supporting me and the high school team with today's event. I know it is a break from tradition, but I can't see any better place for these seniors to graduate from other than their Mustang Valley. Again, thank you. Today we are graduating 158 seniors. As you can see by the flags framing the historic ASIJ gate, our graduates represent 21 different countries. No one student counts more than another, as it takes each individual here today to make up this class. In the spirit of tradition, we celebrate longevity. With that said, many of our seniors have been continuously enrolled at ASIJ for most of their education. It is important to note that there are many other seniors in this graduating class that started in the ELC or elementary school, but left the school to return later. Seniors, please stand, remain standing, and face the audience as I introduce you. 11 seniors have been with us continuously since the ALC. Kenichiro Benir, Alyssa Caldwell, Jason Fuji, Andrew Howe, Rikaku Kent, Rusei Kent, William Montgomery, Andrew Small, Whitney Takata, Marina Takahana, Caitlin Wu. Please remain standing. 6 seniors have been with us continuously since kindergarten. Soloni Agarwal, Nicholas Kafer, Trevor McAuliffe, Kyla Powell, Oliver Rogers, and Emma Yukovich. Six seniors have been with us continuously since first grade. Noe Anderson, Ian Chang, Valerie Grespin, Ann Lee Hitsusugi, Leon Hoy, and Rebecca Malamud. Five seniors have been with us continuously since third grade, including ASIJ's first triplets, Egan Sadler, Leona Sadler, Zenon Sadler, George Sylvester, and Everett Shue. Would the remaining 11 students who entered the ASIJ in elementary school please stand and be recognized? Would those who entered in middle school please stand? There are 47 of you from middle school. There are 33 of you who completed all 4 years of high school at ASIJ. Please stand and be recognized. Would the remaining graduates who entered ASIJ after grade 9 please stand? There are 39 of you. Ladies and gentlemen, family and friends, faculty and staff, please join me in recognizing the ASIJ class of 2019. Thank you. You may be seated. Additionally, we have a number of full-time faculty and staff unfortunately departing this year. I want to have a moment to recognize them. Please wave and be recognized as I read your name. Christy Hoskins, Julie Rogers, Kiyoko Inihara, Becky Gessert, Warren Lavender, Mark Fields, Brian Muchler, Angela Iagaru, Dawn Crossgrove, Sean McCroskey, Brielle Proko, Lana Brunton. Thank you all for your passion and dedication to our students over the years you've been here. As the new high school principal, just completing my first year, I must admit, I don't feel ready to say goodbye to this remarkable class. I wish I could have met all of you as incoming ninth graders to watch your growth over the years. Although I've seen you on many different types of stages, demonstrating a wide array of impressive talents with admirable levels of poise, I do not feel fully equipped to meet my responsibility today. For this reason, I turn to your faculty to ask them to share some insights. How would they describe your class in a few words? They use the following to capture the essence of your class, describing you as creative, talented, and motivated, compassionate, dynamic, and inspired, open, ambitious, and enthusiastic. They shared that you care about your friends, the community, and the world. One of your teachers shared, this group of seniors is infused with a positive and contagious energy that reminds a person that you can be driven, generous, and still stop and smell the roses. Thank you, faculty, for sharing your insights. As you are about to close this chapter of your life, please indulge me as I offer these brief words of encouragement. You have worked hard, You have overcome obstacles. You have learned to push yourself. You have learned to collaborate and be self-directed. You have been tested and you have cultivated resilience. You have accomplished a lot. You are ready for the next level. This is all undeniable. My challenge for you in this next chapter of your life is for you to develop your own personal definition of success. To come to a definition of success that includes meaning, purpose, and passion. To find your why in life. To design a personalized compass to guide you that is tailored by your unique talents and individuality. There are no shortcuts to finding your purpose. This path will require you to be both active and terribly patient. You will need to say yes to opportunities, and to do so, you may be required to abandon long-standing plans and go against the grain. You may have to take detours. You may have to make spur-of-the-moment decisions and tolerate ambiguity. You will certainly encounter setbacks, disappointments, and unforeseen obstacles. I caution you to see these as evidence of mistakes, weakness, or failure, rather than lessons and opportunities. Remember, life is rarely linear. Be courageous. Pursue your passions, especially when unconventional opportunities present themselves, or planes. Fear is not your friend. Be open and trust yourself. Listen to your intuition. When revealed, chase your dreams with vigor, fully apply all that you have been given, leverage all that you have learned, and take leaps of faith. Take the adventurous road. Always use your powers for good, and be the change you want in the world. Always pay it forward. I offer these words of encouragement because I want all of you to cultivate a meaningful life driven by purpose and passion. I want you to find this in whatever you choose, independent of internalized timelines or external expectations. I want this for you because the people that find their calling are not only the most successful, but they are also the most content, happy, and generous. To conclude, please stay in touch with us and do visit. And always remember, this community gathered here today is always here to support you. Go forward, Mustangs. Go bravely, go boldly, always remembering where you were from. Thank you. At this time, I'd like to invite ASIJ's board chair, Mr. Bob Nodden, to join me, Ms. Bennett and Dr. Hardin in presenting the diplomas to the class of 2019.
Dr. Herzenberg, Dr. Hardin, Mr. Nodden. The following seniors have met the requirements for the graduation from the American School in Japan, and I will present them to you at this time. Saloni Agarwal. Emma Olivia Anderson. Noe Michaela Anderson. Yufa Ando. Karen Auke. Ana Luisa Langji Ablash de Araju. Yuka Ashida. Kennedy Jade Baca. Elliot Itzko Bear. Kenichiro Bernier. Hanai Betsuyaku. Kai Paul Brown. Trig Cody Boy. Amanda Eileen Berger. Alyssa Nakajima Caldwell. Ian Yuyang Cheng. Jillian Drew Chapman. Adam Joseph Clark. Marielle Anna Cook. Emma Copsey. Megan Cortez Dezon. Tyler Kazu Cross. Jimena de la Fuente. Takto Alex Domecki. Masako Maggie Donahue. Michael Alexander Donnelly. Ryan Elferink. Ingrid Hikaru Evenson. Leah Blanca Fahy. Wen Jun Fan. Georgia Susan Farmer. Leonie Christina Fink. Connor Russell Fleeger. Show Flores. Isabel Zoe Franz. Koryu Fuchs. Ariel Shule Fuchs. Jason Takahashi Fuji. Monet Sage Fukawa. Alisa Hamako Fukuda. Reese Connor Gallagher. Alina Christine Garon. Juliette Gaudreau. Leah Claire Gessling. Rowan E. Goebel. Valerie Michelle Grespin. Ryan Surasak Grimes. Dean Carl Hane. Andrew Keith Haynes. Aria Hara. Isabella Mia Henderson. Yamato Aoki Hill. Hannah Himura. Tatum Asuka Kealo Hilani Hirano. Ann Lee Hitosugi. Rachel Mavis Holm. Saya Ashley Horry. Andrew Christian Howe. Leon Aurelius Tyra Hoy. Riku Ishida. Ritten Joseph. Hannah Kabira. Ryo Kamibayashi. Alexander Retsu Katsuleris. Masa Conrad Kawasaki. Kieran Tui Kell. Koa Joshua Kellenberger. Ty Kano Kennedy. Rakako Ashley Kent. Ryusei Justin Kent. Nicholas Kaishu Kiefer. Do-hyun Kim. Anzu Kinoshita. Ikuo Sean Kobayashi. Millie Kobayashi. Manami Marion Kondo. Justin Ken Kraft. Saxon Elizabeth Kropp. Mateo Kruger. Joshua Giowen Larson. Fiona Lee. Leo Lee. Justin Alexander Leung. May Ruth Lewis Workman. Ray Marie Lindemann. Colette Maya Macarios. Lorenzo Faria Emaya. Keisuke Makino. Rebecca May Hanai Malamud. Lisa Masayama. Kaya Matsuda. Trevor Forrest McCullough. Jack Vincent McGee. Janelle Mardelide Mendoza. Anna Minnie Milstein. Kota Robert Miners. William Kenshiro Montgomery. Quinn Jackson Morgan. Neelam Mukherjee. Jonathan Riley Evan Neal. Momoe Nomoto. Naoya Justin Akamoto. Shintaro Okubo. Monet Elizabeth Oosthuizen. Jordan Keahi Akira Otsuji. Soo Yun Park. Kenzie Phillips. Samuel Edward Picone. Kyla Ray Powell. Carlo Adrian Radel. Mia Yoko Ritter. Isabel Kathleen Rivet. Brandon Joshua Robinson. Oliver Allen Rogers. Egan Wenhow Sadler. Leona Funge Sadler. Zenon Wenrong Sadler. Victoria Maria Siland. Alexandra Masano Sasanuma. Christopher Kosuke Sasanuma. Tia Sakura Savarese. Bar Savion. Hannah Judith Scholes. Sarah Tsugumi Schwartz. Mia Els Scott. Emma Hagumi Seligman. Ryu Alexander Shin. Robert Grady Shoup. George Sylvester. John William Skipper. Andrew James Small. Kota Soda. Yoonjin Son. Tai Capono Strauss. Preeti Subramanian. Moe Sumino. Chorin Sun. Aloha Hina Suto. Zen Suzuki. Whitney Ami Takata. Marina Rio Takehana. Rito Tanaka. Grace Caroline Thomas. Ethan Michael Toll. Kieran Hikaru Ueda Fitzgerald. Christopher Mikio Uruma. Hans Rappaport van der Sand. Nicholas Christopher van Houten. Tessel Lisetta Ina Veltun. Agnes Ella von Ries. Astrid Ali Louise Wyman. Aqua Nanako Wood. Caitlin Wu. Everett Shu. Ayana Mary Yadashi. Emma Ramey Yukovich. And Jeffrey Yoshiki Zhang. Graduates, please stand and face the audience. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the ASIJ class of 2019. Graduates, you may be seated.
Due to our circumstances, we are unfortunately unable to show the senior video today. However, it'll be playing on repeat on monitors across campus. Thank you to the senior video committee for all the directing, filming, and editing. It was truly a grind. And also to Mr. Dirksey, Ms. Ortwine, Mr. Jacobson, Mr. Krauth, Ms. Neal, and all other adults involved for making it all possible. After the commencement, everyone is invited to attend the reception here on campus. Be sure to check out the Senior Stone, designed by the incredibly talented Yoon Jin Son, who also happened to design our class shirts and pennies. On another note, we would like to express our sincere gratitude to the parents of the junior class for organizing this year's lovely graduation reception. And finally, to the senior parents, we cannot thank you enough for all the senior events throughout the year and also for supporting us to where we are now. We quite literally cannot imagine life without you. It is an incredible honor and privilege to be standing up here, being able to deliver the final words for what is likely the very last memory that we will all share together as one. Even more, it's been the most incredible honor and privilege to serve this class for the past 4 years. I can't recall the number of times upperclassmen, underclassmen, and faculty alike have come up to me after our countless class comps victories to tell me how exceptionally talented our class is. And every single time, all I can think is, thank God I'm not in the class of 2018. Sorry if any of you 2018ers are out there. No tea, no shade, just banter. I can't recall the number of times I've had conversations with teachers about how remarkable our class is in both the academic and extracurricular settings, our passions and pursuits branching out to every field imaginable. I can't recall the number of times, and by the way, this right here is the tea, that class presidents of other unspecified grades have told me that they could only wish that their class was as spirited, united, and dedicated as ours. In moments like these, I feel like a proud mother of 158. The fact that I get to represent this class, let alone be a part of it, is something that I have always and will always cherish. When I think about what it is that makes us who we are, what sets us apart from other classes, I believe that at the root of it all is the immense amount of ambition and determination that we share. We want it all, so we do it all. We are the class of hard workers, one-uppers, go-getters, and overachievers, a class that loves to do everything bigger and better. In other words, we are very extra, but in the best way possible. So my closing piece of advice for you all: keep doing what you're doing because you're doing amazing, sweetie. Our relentless drive will allow us to seize every opportunity that comes our way. Our individual talents will allow us to distinguish ourselves wherever we go. Our desire to achieve greatness will allow us to make our mark in the world the same way we did on this very campus. We will go out into the world and do everything bigger and better than it's ever been done before. The world isn't ready for us, but we're ready for the world. If we were able to survive the tragic, heartbreaking, and devastating disappearance of the chicken katsu and noodle lines, then I have no doubt in my mind that we will be able to persevere through anything that the real world has in store for us. Finally, as we depart from this place we call home onto the next chapters of our lives, I sincerely hope that you don't forget all the people that have prepared you for this journey, all the classmates that are sat around you right now, and all the memories you've made along the way. From Undokai to class comps, pop performances to spring musicals, MS dances to prom, lunch duty to lunch labs. I don't know about you guys, but I'd do it all again in a heartbeat. Congratulations, class of 2019, and thank you for being my second family for 12 years. Class of 2019, please stand and face the audience. Move your tassels from right to left. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the graduates, the ASIJ class of 2019. Mine is good.